Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. This is my cat Tiggs. What's up, Tiggs? Meow. Cool cat. Alright, so zoom in on that a little bit. Hi Tiggs. Okay. So what do we got going on here? We got a partition drive. It's two drives in series with one another that work very well in tandem. So there's one power supply and it runs both of these drives. And it's cool how one starts like full blast and the other one works its way up. So all the excess energy from the first drive is put into this cat bank, and this cat bank runs the second drive. So it's really cool. And I'm going to start it up real quick. And we're slowly redefining this place. This is what it looks like now. Slowly reclaiming it, redefining it. It's going to look neat when we're done. So we're going to get that going. Yay, little baby. So this is the first drive. And there's Tiggs just popping himself right in the walk where I need to put my foot. That's perfect. Yay, Tiggs, yay. All right, so you hear how it's going. Slowly creeping up there. It's not enough to turn on the light yet, though. This light right here. Now I'm going to turn on the second drive. Get it going a little bit. Now this light's on. The second drive light is on, and it will be on until I turn off the second drive. Now let's see if that first drive light turns on. Yeah, there it goes. Wow. It's not very stable, but it's on. And we got about 75 volts in the cat bank now. So I'll turn this on. Down to 27 again, instantaneously. But that light turns off. And this light turns on again. And both of the drives are working now. So all 8 coils are playing a part right now. So at 90 degrees and then at 45 degrees, so it's hitting twice each rotation, which is awesome. I'd say a little bit more torque than the average one coil motor. Nothing major, just it's hitting on all the sides. So cool. Alright, so again, we'll cut this off. Whoops, there goes our light. Turn that back on. Yeah, we're going, it's about 600 milliamps. But when we turn this on, the signal generator goes up another 100. That's 184 kilohertz being pumped into the first transistor in the circuit. That's nice. Alright, we'll turn that off now. You can tell a difference on like every part. Like every change I make has a huge difference here in the way that it sounds, how much amperage is being pulled. You know, everything makes a substantial difference. So we're going to use a signal generator. Now I am thinking about getting a 60 volt buck converter. That should be pretty cool. I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford it though. I'm waiting for just, you know, until I can, and then I'll probably buy one. So look at the brightness there. That's the second drive's light. And here's the first drive's light. So I'd say those are pretty much equal in brightness because it's using the same voltage and it's just increasing the amperage that it costs. So yeah, that's probably going, I want to say 1100 RPMs. And then this is the one drive with the 32. So smooth. Man, this rotor. And see, but we're going to work on this, calibrating all of this to fit over here on this 10 millimeter pole. Solid base, you know, like a more ideal position to start from. And then we might, like I was going to have multiple shafts and have, you know, the large number of discs spinning purely on magnetism. Have the one in the middle be a motor, but have all the other ones be just hooked to it through magnetism. That's the objective. Sweet. Yeah, man, this is going to be cool. I don't know if we're going to go straight to that or if we're going to mess around a little bit. But yeah, it should be cool. Oh yeah, when you turn the first drive or second drive off, the amp draw goes down by like 300. So cool. I think it's really neat, and I think for sure I'll be able to set it up over there. As soon as I, you know, if I break it down, I'll be able to set it back up again, which is again really cool. Here, I'm going to turn this on now. And you heard it jolt. You heard it like kick 2 times, right? I don't know if you heard that. I did. So it took the 50 volts that was in there and it made it click 3 times. So that's its rate. But now the second drive is on, let's spin this. Now I have two 32 gauge strands in these coils somewhere. One is in this big coil right here, and the other is in that coil right there. And they're both on different drives. The end coil of the opposing drives are the synergistic drives. They don't really oppose each other. They help each other out. So what are we going to do with those 32 gauge strands? Are we going to hook them into the drive, which I consider doing? Need a little bit more voltage than 32 volts though. And then using them as pickup coils. So I mean they'll have transformer style things happening, and not only that, but they'll have the magnetic induction electricity to, that'll go with that. So the faster this thing goes, the more electricity it will generate. Now I just need to find a way to effectively harness that. I'm thinking I'm going to use bridge rectifiers. And then have it all go into this cat bank. But anyway, thank you very much. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.